Star Wars fans, welcome to Middle Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. In this video we're going to review another vintage collection product, and it is the Death Trooper 4-pack Imperial Death Troopers. Those are the guys that you get in there. We'll check that out in a minute. And I know it's not the most exciting of releases, and I know it's an older release, but there is some interesting things about this, and I'm really glad I just picked one up recently on Amazon for really good deal, so had to have a look. Right, let's check out the packaging. You can see there on the front, we'll just adjust the tripod. It's got a bunch of them there, 9 Death Troopers. On the back, it's the 4 that you get. Vintage collection logo, you guys know what's in here. And they all come in these little wax bags. As you can see, I've got a few of these already and I really like them. And I really like the art. And I was very taken by the art on the Death Trooper pack. It's a bit different from all the others. And this is what you get inside that lovely box. So you get 1 Death Trooper with all the full pauldron and everything, and then 3 light grunts without all that specialist equipment. Slightly more problematic, you get 4 of these little pistols. Are called SE14R light repeating blasters, and then you get just 2 of these E11D blaster rifles that were prominently shown with the Death Trooper. We'll just quickly go through some of the other releases of the Death Trooper and show why that's problematic. They only get 2 of these, yet you get 4 of these, and there's another rifle altogether that's missing. Alright, now that we've got focus, we're going to start our little history lesson on the Death Trooper figures. Of course, Rogue One came out in 2016, and we got the 5 POA line, the 5 POA Death Trooper, and as you can see, it was, it was the symbol of that line. Really awesome design. Unfortunately, 5 POA, but it does come with the full kit. So with the pauldron and the extra pouches and stuff, comes with the E11D blaster, but not the pistol. It's all good. There were some other ones that came in 2 packs as well. And then in the Walmart Black Series 3.75 inch line, we got this amazing super articulated figure. So it was a Walmart exclusive, and at the time it was absolutely impossible to get in New Zealand. So I paid overs for some eBay ones. But again, comes with the full kit, which you can take off. You can just pop the head off and take the pauldron that off, and comes with both blasters there, the blaster pistol and again the E11D. Then in I think the second wave back of VC 2.0, the Vintage Collection 2.0, we got this guy, which I still think today is one of the most beautiful card backs. It's VC 127. Is absolutely magnificent. It is just a repack of this figure, which people in the States could get relatively easily, I suspect. But yeah, on a magnificent card back, and I was really lucky to find one of these on a peg at the time, and then also got one online. But later on they actually reissued this, which I think was a really smart reissue because it was not easy to get at the time. Then we had a carbonized Mandalorian figure, but we don't talk about carbonized on this channel. And then we finally got the Mandalorian Imperial Death Trooper Navarro on a beautiful, again a beautiful card with that green VC 220. It came as a pack-in with the Navarro Cantina, of course, and again you get both the blaster pistol and the E11D rifle. You don't get all of the pauldron and stuff like that because it is a Mandalorian version, but you've got a lot of things. So there we go, there's our little history lesson. And then just before we jump off, there is one more thing that we need to point out, that in Rogue One the Imperial Death Troopers are actually shown quite a lot using a longer rifle. It's called the DLT-19D. Hasbro has never made it, but there is one. This is resin printed. A guy on eBay called Audie's Workshop. He makes amazing 3.75 inch blasters, and yeah, so this 4-pack really could have used one of these. It is a little bit frustrating. The vintage collection is amazing, don't get me wrong, the sculpts are amazing. The thing that's kind of letting them down at the moment is the weapons. And the weapons are made of a really rubbery plastic, but not only that, we've got some examples of where the weapons you get with the figure don't actually match what's on the card back. So the Aldani Mission Cassian Andor is an example of that. He's holding a rifle in his hand, he just comes with a little pistol. Anyway, there we go. Alright, despite the missing weapons and the little bit of a nuisance with the weapons, they are a magnificent action figure, and really happy to have this set. As I said before, got it for a very, very good price. Makes it even better. We'll have a wee look at the articulation and the sculpt. You can see all cast in a glossy black. Some nice green details there for the vents and the visor. Well, that's the other detail actually, so not all of the Death Troopers had this bit on the side of the helmet, so they could have sculpted a helmet without that, but chose not to. It's got the older style neck joint, so it's not a double barbell, it's just on a knob for a better term. It does have a really awesome arm articulation. The elbows go all around. Excellent elbow bend. It's more than 90. Importantly, for a rifle carrying figure or a soldier, it does have the up and down hinge on this wrist, which means you can cock the wrist, which means you can get it into realistic rifle poses like that. That's cool. The older version of the hips, but still look, you can do the splits. He's got the John Moran thigh swivel joint there. Knees, let's have a look at his knees. Oh, he doesn't want to bend his knees. Come on buddy, you need to bend your knees for this video. Okay, I'm not going to force that, it's a little bit stiff. But rest assured he's got a good bend in the knees, and they're also quite solid joints as well, which means once you get him into a pose he'll stay there. And then it's got the older style ankles with just a bit of a hinge, but I mean when they're just standing around like this they don't need the rockers. So overall an awesome figure, and awesome to have 4 more of them. This is how I have a bunch of these super articulated Death Troopers displayed, flanking direct to Krennic. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures. Ka kite, and I'll see you on another video.